Shanti. Thank you.
Were you able to see the screen?
Not now. It was there, but then I think
Shall
now
I share the screen?
I cannot see the screen now.
I'll rescreen that.
I know, but I. Yes, now I can see. Thank you. Today is the beautiful Murli, Shakti Shali Murli of yesterday, Bapdada's Milan. We all must have had the divine experience of going deep with Baba.
Om Shanti Krinaben, we cannot hear you.
The aspect of Bapdada's Murli is just listen. The soul has to be aware completely. So it's the 30th November 2011, where Baba has given us the blessing for speedy efforts. At amrit vela, especially become an experienced embodiment of all powers.
Didi, we can't hear you.
I'll read from this. of your relationships with Baba, and the third of the attainments from Baba. So birth, relationships, and attainments. These are the stars of fortune. Baba is pleased seeing all these three fortunes. We're very happy. We are intoxicated about our spiritual birth. At the same time that we are experiencing relationships with God after the entire kalpa. And also we're experiencing the attainments from Baba. So all this is so visible. You know, there are other very subtle things which need to be worked on. But these three things are so clear that Baba is so happy.
Om Shanti Krina Ben. Request you to switch off the video. Looks like your network is little slow.
Sannyasis, we are actually dealing with relationships.
Om Shanti Krina Ben.
Ji,
We're losing your voice in between. Maybe there's a connectivity or network issue. I think we can switch off your video and then probably.
yes, please,
better.
please. I don't mind at all. Yeah, please. Okay, is it okay now?
Yes.
Yes, sister.
Okay, thank you. So, just think how great your fortune is. Together with that, there are relationships. You know their specialities. That the main three relationships of the father, teacher, Sadguru in one father. All three relationships are with one. You also know the attainments out of these. Where the father is, there are attainments, all and unlimited. All three relationships are with one. Generally, these three relationships are very, very essential in life. However, for the people of the world, all relationships are separate, whereas you have all relationships with one. Because of having all three relationships with one, you easily experience remembrance. So the first aspect which Baba wants us to experience very, very clearly is the power of the three relationships with Baba. The three main: parent, and also teacher, and also Sadguru, and the attainments out of it. Because of having all the three relationships with one, you easily experience remembrance. All of you are experienced in the three relationships. The question comes up, are we experienced in the three relationships? I hope all of you all have noted this point in your diary, that we have to experience the attainments from all the three relationships. What do you receive from the Father? Inheritance. You receive such an inheritance, huge attainment, elevated inheritance, and this inheritance lasts for so long because you receive it from God the Father. The second relationship is that of the teacher. Teachings are said to be your source of income for birth. So all of you receive such a huge attainment from the teacher. You know that Do you not? Are you aware that this knowledge, this divine knowledge that we are getting from Baba is such a best gift because this is not there in the world. Nobody possesses it. It's only the source of knowledge, Baba, who gives us. So it's a very big source of income. You cannot receive these huge attainments from anyone except the Supreme Soul, the Father. Through the teachings, you receive a status. And which status we receive? Deity, worship worthy. You too have received the royal status from the teacher. We received a status in the future kingdom, in the royal family from the teacher. Even now, you are the kings of the self-sovereignty. How did you become? It's because of being a Raj Yogi, the soul becomes the master of the self. You rule the self. So you have a double kingdom. We have double kingdom, from the teacher. It is now and the status you attain in the future too. The third relationship is of the Sadguru. You receive the Shrimat of the Guru. How elevated the directions are that you receive. Check yourself. Am I constantly following those directions, Shrimat? Or is my intellect sometimes diverted towards Manmat or Paramat, that is, dictates of the self or dictates of others? Did you check yourself? So this is the second point in the Murli. We have to check whether we are following Baba's Srimat or are we following the dictates of the self, or we have the influence of somebody else in our intellect. So did you check yourself? If you believe that you constantly follow Srimat, the elevated directions, that you never follow the dictates of your own self or others, even in your dreams, raise your hands. Those who constantly follow Srimat and never follow the dictates of the self or others, raise your hands. Any of you raised your hand? Right now, Neil, when Bapdada was asking. Anybody raised your hand? That yes, Baba, I follow Srimat completely, even in my dreams. See what level Baba wants us to reach. Look, the mothers raised their hands. You are raising them very slowly. Sometimes your intellect goes in that direction, that is the dictates of others and of the self, and it deceives you. So, what is the most important, Shrimat? What is the most important, Shrimat? Do you remember anybody? Important, Shrimat, is consider yourself a soul. And remember me, your father. Is this easy or difficult? Is it sometimes difficult? However, the father always wants each child sorry.
Not able to hear you, sister.
Not at all.
No, just now. Now I am able to. I'm able to hear just now.
Okay, I'll come closer then, if it is possible. Is it
Your
1 minute?
your voice
Let
is
me
very
see the
clear.
volume. Yeah.
Only thing,
Okay, now how is it?
it is perfect. Fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. So there were two things we have touched in the Murli. One is the experience of the three relationships with Baba. And the second one is to check whether we are following the entire Srimad or sometimes the dictates of the self or the influence of others. These are the two things we have covered. So did you check yourself? Okay. So mothers raise their hands. Sometimes your intellect goes in that direction, that is dictates of others, of the self, and it deceives you. So what is the most important, Srimad? Consider yourself to be a soul. Remember me, your father. Is this easy or difficult? It is sometimes difficult, is it? However, the father always wants each child to continue to fly forward. See, you realize this? The signal that Baba is giving, that sometimes it would be easy for you, sometimes it would be difficult. What does Baba want? That is most important. What does Baba want? He wants each child to continue to fly forward ahead, continue to fly forward ahead of all of with these three relationships. Don't sit there to think, and churn wasteful thoughts, how I'm not able to do, why this, why that. You just continue to fly forward ahead of all with these three relationships. So Bapdada is asking, those who didn't raise your hands, can you renounce following the dictates of your mind and the dictates of others from today? So what is Baba trying to tell? That we still are holding on to it. The dictates of the self, dictates of others. So Baba says, can you renounce? Can you let go? Raise your hands. Acha. Bapdada has already given you the signal of time that we can't hold on to anything now. With the help of the three relationships, continue to fly forward. The time of the confluence age is extremely valuable. And Bapdada has also given you the signal that according to the present time, everything will happen suddenly. Therefore, you have to constantly be ever ready. Are you not? All of you are going to home together. Will you not? Or will you follow behind? You want to return to your home with Bapdada or you do not want to? You are ready, are you not? Are you ready to return home together? Ever ready? Not just ready, but ever ready. So Bapdada is giving you the signal of time. So the third aspect today's Murli is Bapdada is giving us the signal of time. In this one birth, you have to create the reward for 21 births. So just think how much attention you have to pay. The Father has love for every child. So that love aspect for Baba, for all the relationships, will help you to fly forward, Baba is trying to say. Love is the key. The Father wants every child to return with him and claim the right to the kingdom at the same time. Is it audible?
Yes, sister.
So, in order to return home together, only if you become complete and perfect, the same as the Father, will you be able to return home with the Father. At this time, in this small birth, the attainments of 21 births is guaranteed. This is another point that Baba is trying to say. After giving signal of time, from God, there is a great 100% guarantee. So just think how great each minute of this small birth at the confluence age is. Just calculate this. You have to claim your fortune of the kingdom for 21 births just in this birth. So how valuable every minute of confluence age is. So now, what will you do knowing this value? So this is the homework. Baba is asking us, what plan will you make for effort making to, if you know this value? Bapdada told you earlier that you have to pay special attention to two things. What are the two things? One is time, the other is thoughts. Your thoughts So Baba said, your thoughts should not be wasted. Your time should not be wasted, which means each second should be used in a worthwhile way. So now speak up. You will have to pay that much attention, will you not? Bapdada has love for all the children. Bapdada doesn't want any child to remain deprived of his company. You are together with me. You will return home together with me. So you will claim a right in the key to the kingdom together and constantly experience happiness and peace in your life. So Baba says, Baba is asking again, will you be here together? Will you return home with me together? And so even in the kingdom in future, there will be the togetherness. Look, 3 types of fortunes are sparkling on each one's forehead. All these 3 types of fortune are visible on your forehead, are they not? The confluence age is a fortunate age. Any of you can create as much fortune as you want. However, you need to pay attention over the practice over a long period of time. Again, this is an underlined point that we will do according to what Baba says, only when we pay attention over a long period of time to any practice. So now, all of you children have to put intensity in your efforts. You are effort makers. Bapdada is seeing that you do make effort, but everyone now have to make intense effort. Bapdada now wishes to see every child as a child and a master. So we had a wonderful journey of experiencing ourselves as child of the Almighty Father, of Bapdada. Baba says now it's the time to even experience being the master. The master of what? The master of all the treasures. Sometimes some children say to Bapdada, Baba, you have given us all the powers and we do accept ourselves even as master almighty authorities. However, many children then complain. Sometimes the power that we need does not come to us at that particular time. What's the reason for this? Sometimes that power doesn't come to practice. What is the reason, Baba? The Father has given all powers to each one. Has he given them, or is it that he has given less to some and more to others? You know the reason for this too, but you forget it at that time. Each child has received the treasure of all powers as an inheritance. The Father has given everyone the inheritance of all powers. It isn't that he has given less to some or more to others. He has given all the powers. But why do they not come to you at that time? Just think about it. If someone is not seated on his seat of self-respect, would anyone accept his order? So it's not that we do not have the power within ourselves, but sometimes we are not seated on the seat of self-respect of Master Almighty Authority. Therefore, when you have waste thoughts and sometimes you have tension, so you let go of the seat of self-respect at that time. You understood the reason? Bapdada has given each of you so many points of self-respect. The seat of self-respect is so huge. Just count how many points of self-respect Father has given. When you're not seated on your seat of self-respect, do you know what then happens? If you're not in your position, you know that, do you not? Obviously, there is body conscious. There can either be self-respect or body conscious. Both cannot be together. So when you issue an order while seated on the seat of body conscious, powers will not listen to you. Otherwise, it's not possible that powers do not listen to those who are master almighty authorities. Constantly practice, underline point, constantly practice being set on your seat. Constant practice. Check whether you're doing karma yoga, service, or churning, that you are still seated on your seat and that all powers are present with you. So today, Bapdada toured around at Amrit Vela. And while touring around everywhere, abroad and here, it doesn't take Bapdada long to go around everywhere. What did he see? Should Baba tell you? The majority of children are sitting for Amrit Vela has got up and were sitting in their own places. They were making effort to be an image of experience all the time. They were sitting there. They wanted that. But what did Baba see? Some were images of experience because of the greatest power is that of an experience, an embodiment of experience, an experienced embodiment of all powers, master knowledgeful, a master embodiment of all powers. However, there was something lacking in your becoming an image of experience. So what is the observation of Baba? That there was something lacking to become the image of experience. You do make effort. Bapdada still congratulated you because majority come and make effort. The majority of you sit, but Bapdada wants you to sit as an image of an embodiment of experience, of light and might, which was there even in the previous Sakar Murli. That yes, we have to experience being light and might. Because the Sakash of yoga at Amrit Vela spreads everywhere into the atmosphere. So increase this experience even more. We've already seen Brahma Baba. His stage was that of a powerful angelic form. He would come to know that which soul in which place needs Sakash, and he would sit any time, whether it is 1, whether it is 3, whether any time of the day also, he would immediately sit and give Sakash. So he was in the stage of an angel. In the same way, pay attention at Amrit Vela in your own way, tirelessly. This is another secret Baba is sharing. Tirelessly, you have to experience at Amrit Vela. Bapdada saw that some children sit there in the form of light and might. It isn't that they don't. They do sit in this way. But you will have to pay even more attention to this effort at Amrit Vela. Bapdada has already signaled you. Either you have to keep your mind constantly busy, whether in service through the mind, serving through words, or with churning power, keep your mind busy. So this is one signal Baba is giving. If you want to make your Amrit Vela powerful, then the whole day setting, you have to keep your mind busy spiritually, with self-respect, with whether you're churning, whether seva, whether whatever you're doing, you have to keep your mind busy. Churn knowledge. Churning power makes your mind concentrated. Some children churn well, But now also increase your churning power throughout the day, because Bapdada has love for even the last child. He's given the practice even how to make your amrit vela, being the embodiment of experience. You have to increase your churning power of making your mind busy even during the day. Bapdada wants even the last child to return home with him. He should not be left behind. He should not be left behind. So what will you do? Attention. Seeing the gathering today, Bapdada knows there is definitely going to be expansion. You have celebrated the 75th Jubilee. Bapdada is congratulating the children for that. Bapdada also saw the love for service that children have. Those from each place have enthusiasm, and the fruit and the power of service is also visible. Bapdada especially saw that wherever children have served, a greater number of souls who are instruments in the government there have emerged. As the result of that, Baba knows that according to the present time, when sorrow and peacelessness are increasing, the topic you have chosen is essential. The topic, the theme of that year is essential, because the more peace that they want, the more peacelessness is increasing to the same extent. Some form of peacelessness or other definitely comes, and because of this, tension is increasing everywhere. The government also wants Bharat to become tension-free. So Bapdada is congratulating all those children who have served. Baba is also giving congratulations in advance to those who are going to do seva. Bapdada now wants each and every child to follow the father and definitely become complete. The same as the father. Bapdada saw that all children are making effort, but now he wants the form of light and might working constantly from the children. That is the angelic form. So he says, you have to now speed up your efforts. They have love for making efforts, but they even make promises to themselves. I will not do this anymore. I will not do this anymore. However, what is the reason for this? The reason is, how do you increase your efforts? By determination in your effort. Carelessness comes in between. Oh, it will happen. Oh, I will become. This carelessness makes your efforts slack. So what will you do now? You will pay special attention to this. Make your own program for yourself in which you keep your mind busy throughout the day. You will have to make your own program. Make your own timetable for yourself to keep your mind busy. When you churn, serve, or draw one another's attention, keep your mind busy. Remain busy in your mind. Don't let yourself get up from the seat of self-respect, just because there's some other discussion, there's some sort of seva. Don't make yourself come down from the seat of self-respect. So you remain busy physically anyway, but now you will remain busy even with your mind. So become number one businessman by keeping your mind busy. Are you able to do this? Will you do this? Will you? Will you? You know the Father Brahma is also waiting for you, and your advanced party is also waiting for you. When will you bring the time close? Because you are responsible for bringing the time close. Because we are the oldest bhagats, and we have even started making, knowledge, twisting the knowledge, and like we have called Baba omnipresent and so many other things. So we started all that, which then people followed. So Baba says, see, you are responsible for bringing the time close. To make yourself complete means to bring the time close. Bapdada has already given you one special month. In this 1 month, each one has to become an intense effort maker, not just an effort maker, but definitely become an intense effort maker. Do you agree to this? Are you ready for this? Raise your hands. Acha. Congratulations. So now each one of you have to have a determined thought. Then what result are you going to give Bapdada? Daily regarding your whole intense effort? Not your effort, but of your intense effort. Are you ready for this? So are you ready to make your mind busy throughout the day? Are you ready to have powerful amrit vela as a light and might form and spread the Sakash in the atmosphere? He will not give you the date. Suddenly, at any time of the month, Bapdada will ask for the result. I have to do this. Make this promise to yourself. Bapdada can make you make a promise, and he does this all the time. But now, have this thought by yourself. Bapdada always takes promise, always happens. Now take the thought by yourself. Demonstrate this by doing it practically. I definitely do have to do this. Not that I will do it at some time. Now, saying that you will do it at some time is not good, because the period of intense effort making has begun. So you can't say this, okay, I will do it. No, that is not so good. Time, not so good, Baba said. Not means it's not enough. Time is now moving forward. It's going to its extreme. So you ancestors who are to transform the time, do not feel mercy for your, don't you feel mercy for your unhappy family? Become merciful. Show the path of happiness to those who are unhappy, whether through your thoughts, your words, or your connections and relationships. They are your family, are they not? So you have to remove the sorrow of your family. Become merciful. Acha, this time it is Karnataka zone who is serving. So what special thing will those from Karnataka do? You'll make effort and also inspire others to make intense effort. If you do this yourself, you'll be able to inspire others. Bapdada is not just looking at the children here, but wherever the children are sitting, Bapdada is giving everyone lots and lots of love. You may be sitting far away, but you are close to the heart. Bapdada is always giving love and remembrance from the heart to all those who are from everywhere, who are sitting and watching. Bapdada is looking at every child from this land and abroad. Whether you are far away or close, you are those who are immersed in Baba's hearts, because every child has promised, the Father is in my heart. This is what we have all promised sincerely, that Baba is in my heart. And each one of you are in Baba's heart. And this is why the Father's title is Dilaram, that is comforter of hearts. Acha, many have come from Karnataka and you've played your good part in Seva. Bapdada is also giving all Madhuban residents who are at the top and down here multi-million fold love and remembrance, because no matter how the numbers have increased, you have done very good Seva. The result is really good. This is why Bapdada has seen that you've become tireless and accommodated everyone with love, whether it is providing accommodation, feeding everyone, or doing any other type of seva. The result of seva is good. And this is why Baba is giving congratulations to each one who have come, who is doing seva, and to those who are giving their cooperation. Acha. So I think my battery is now going to discharge.
So let's take the rest part of the Murli as homework.
Yes.
And we can take a few moments of silence and then reflect back on the points of Murli.
Yes.
Unmute yourself and then we can share the sharing somebody's model. Om Shanti.
Yes, I'm listening to.
Om
I think
Shanti,
it's
sister. Just one point which I wanted to share is, I would like to be aware of two things which Baba said. Time is running and my thoughts. And then Baba gives me two action plan. Always be seated on a seat of Master Almighty Authority. So every time I'm going to check, am I a Master Almighty Authority? Secondly, for the Amrit Vela, I will sit, I'm going to experience that I'm sitting in the form of light and might, and am I able to spread Sakash everywhere? The intoxication, only one line which I liked in the Murli is, Bapdada doesn't want any child to be deprived of his company. Om Shanti.
very nice. But how will we do this? That is the question. Baba has always been telling us, we've been listening to the Sakar Murlis from such a long time. So what is Baba seeing that what is missing? Why are we not attaining that? Why are we not achieving the result?
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. And today's Murli, Baba has told about the firm determination. With the firm determination, we have to be intense effort maker. And this intense effort maker in with the with consciousness, soul consciousness, we can in a continuous flying mode, and we can achieve lots of things. Success. We are the stars. Om Shanti.
Yes, Om Shanti. We have to remember that it is not me, it is Baba enabling me to achieve my results. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to create tension or any waste thoughts. I have to I just have to follow what Baba is telling me to practice with a lot of determination. And this time, not giving promise to Baba, but having that firm determination, giving promise to ourselves, and then continue to fly. Baba says, don't stop, because time is very close, and you can't stop saying, oh, I don't know what's happening to my intellect, etc. No, you have to continue, and that is what Baba is saying, because it's God's magic, and Baba will not leave anybody behind. So Baba says the only thing is that if you don't make efforts, then how will Baba make you fly? If your mind is always having negative thoughts and wasteful thoughts more during the day, then how will Baba work on us?
Yes.
Om Shanti, sister. These three relationships to be experienced at the same moment. Baba, that is the Father, the Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, and Supreme Sadguru.
Sadguru.
These three relationships, three in one, in single moment and single thought. It's beautiful. It's very, very wonderful. Magic. Yeah.
Yes. Because Baba said, because here three are in one, you can experience three in one. In the world, you can't experience because everybody is different.
That's true. That's true. I've seen this at few moments when I felt all three. It was amazing. I mean, as a father, he's caring for you. He's got such a broad vision for us, such a great vision
He's
for us.
giving guarantee for the unlimited inheritance. Father.
That's really, really amazing. And the teacher is giving the method, the technique, training, the mentorship, the skills which are required. And the Sadguru is giving
Father is guaranteeing the inheritance. Teacher is telling, but without making effort, how you can have it? So he's
Yeah.
teaching us how to
How to,
create the source of income.
yeah.
Srimad.
And Sadguru is giving us the fortune, I mean, you can say the blessings, which
Blessings.
make us fly, which make us
Yes.
fly, and always be in that flying stage, which Papa
Yeah.
says, "Na, I'm flying forward and ahead, forward and ahead,
Yes,
and up, up
blessings
and high."
and the powers, Baba continuously gives us Sadguru.
Yeah, so that 3-in-1 is amazing. I mean, which we children can experience this.
Yeah, nobody knows about this.
In Lokik also, sister, when I just read some article where the singer had
Yes,
her father as a singer also, as also
yes,
a
yes,
singer. So
yes,
that sister was very much in intoxication. That my
yes,
father, when he used to wake me up, he used to sing a lullaby and some sense of sort of song to wake up.
yes,
So it was
yes,
a natural sanskar to be a good singer because father
yes.
was also a singer. So now he's three in one. I mean, Om
Very
Shanti.
nice, very nice. Om Shanti. No effort. It's no. We don't have the feeling of effort when you have the intoxication that my father is my great teacher and he's my Bhagyavidata, my Sadguru, maker of my fortune. So then you are so satisfied. There's contentment in your efforts.
Yes, yes. We just have to be in that consciousness actually. We
Yes.
sometimes we get
That
upset.
is
I
the
mean,
seed
without,
of self-respect.
yeah. So self-respect is that consciousness actually that these
Yes.
three relationships I'm feeling every moment, every day,
Every
every way.
moment, every moment. Yes.
Om Shanti. Sister.
Om Shanti.
Yes, Yogita Ben, you raised your hand.
Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. So my takeaway point from today's Murli is attention to time and thoughts. I remember, actually, we all know that Ramesh Bhaiji, he was used to analyze each and every Avyakt Murli after next day.
Yeah.
Morning 11 to 12:30, he used to take the class for a very long time, and he
Yeah.
used to really analyze it very, very deeply. And in one
Yes.
of the classes, he has actually calculated, and I heard that class very clearly. I don't remember the year of it right now, but he actually calculated the time. The way Baba said today that 1 second is very important of conference age, because
Yeah.
in that limited time span you have to attain, or you have to earn for 2500 years of
Yes.
Satyuga and Treta Yuga. So he actually calculated, and he told how to calculate. So what he did, on an average, let's say you are in Gyan for 30 years. It is different for everyone, but on an average, so from that 30 years to hours to minutes, he actually calculated that, and then he found that for attaining the 1 second is, I mean, the 1 second that we are wasting here is actually we are losing the attainment for thousands of seconds of that year, of that age. So it was
Yes.
absolute calculation, and I also tried it once for me, and it was a shocking, it was like
Yes.
eye opener that how many years I have really wasted in this life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is really an eye opener that each and every second is
Actually, a
important.
lot of time just goes in that happiness of belonging to Baba.
Yeah, actually we became so much.
Lot of time, it
Uh,
just goes in that happiness. Like
yeah,
efforts, intense efforts, that is the maturity stage of a Brahmin. So if that
exactly.
maturity is not coming, then you are just dancing in joy and happiness that I belong to Baba. I
Yeah,
have
and
this
we just
working
become so
family.
lenient that okay, now we are those fortunate that we already
Yes,
got
yes.
him, so we don't need to do anything further. So we
No,
just
we don't say
get
like
used
that.
to.
We don't
Yeah,
feel
but
like that we don't have to do anything further. But we just sway in that intoxication for a long time, and we are not aware that we're not actually making effort for intense.
exactly, because it is not just to getting or gaining Baba, but we need to work on our sanskars, because
Yes,
unless
yes,
doing that, we cannot attain the high stage into Satyug. And so
yes.
we
So in
just,
every Avyakta Murli, Baba gives this signal.
yeah, Yeah,
See,
it's
I
very
have so
nice
much
point.
love. I congratulate you for that love that you have.
Yes.
But what you have to do is more important now.
So time is extremely important factor.
Baba
Thank
remembers
you.
the advance party. Baba remembers
Yeah.
taking us back home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.
Yes.
Sister Baba has given us 1 month. So today is 18th November. So after
Yes.
listening all the beautiful points from Baba, so today
Yes.
I promise myself, not Baba, to take this month
Yes.
seriously. Like till 18th December, I'll work upon it and show Baba.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Om Shanti.
Yeah, you can work on just one thing also. He'll be so happy.
Ji. Yes.
Just one thing. One thing also, if you go deep and sit in that, being the embodiment of that experience, Baba will give so much blessing.
Ji,
And in so many Avyakt Murlis, Baba has actually given us the timeline that do this in 1 year or do this in 6 months. So this is
1
so many
month.
times. Yeah, Baba has done this so many very, very, very frequently in 90s and 80s, I guess. So many Murlis have these points. Do this in 6 months, do this in 2 months.
Yes, yes.
So we really have a lot to do still.
Yeah. So I think now we need to bring a big change in our alokik sanskar also that we have been carrying till now, Alokik sanskar of being God's child, because the sense of being a master and an instrument of God, that has now become a 24-hour thing. So we have to transfer our this thing, to that level now. So child is perfect, being a child of Baba has now become a very perfect lesson for us. So we cannot even forget in dreams. So Baba is saying, now we have done that. Now you go ahead and become the master of all the powers. But that you have to make intense effort. You can't just make the effort that you're doing till now. So that was a change in our status also, no? That Murli was telling. Hello?
Yes, sister.
Okay. Okay.
Also, Baba says, keep your mind busy. Be number one businessman. So number one businessman will be quite serious about the business. It's very serious and always invest, the time and the thoughts.
We have a balance of being busy and also remaining easy.
Yeah, in the sense that busy, Baba says that ki mind, other than the elevated thoughts, it should not pop up any other things. Mind should be busy in the seva and always in connection, realizing these three relationships, using these three relationships for the society, for the mankind. Baba says now that being merciful, show the path of happiness who are unhappy, whether through your thoughts, words, or through connections and relationships. That can be done only when we are alokik in the lokik. When we are alokik, then we have different energy altogether, different frequency altogether, which will
That
serve.
we are already experiencing, no, brother?
Yes,
that we
yes.
are already experiencing. But what Baba wants us is to make one more level, climb one more level, which is important to be going towards being an angel, like Brahma Baba.
Yeah, powerful angelic form.
Yeah. So in that, Brahma Baba was also so easy, till the end. But he was very serious in his efforts.
Yeah, that's what Baba means
He
from
was
number one
easy with
businessman.
all, but serious in efforts.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that balance has to be there.
And the fundamental or the foundation of all that is that first Srimad, Baba says. That
consider yourself as a soul and remember me, Father. Yeah.
That Baba used to practice.
So all of you are practicing what we call as Sakshi Drashta? I mean, the soul in the body, and the soul is just feeling the existence of the body and be how it is in a combination with the body, yet it is different. And, like just being in that status and then taking on a self-respect, and not first taking a self-respect. First, you experience only being a soul, in your pure state.
Sister, you can give us meditation on this aspect.
See, there is no meditation commentary for this. It's that, say, for example, if you want to take help, you can keep a point, Baba's point in front. And then you sit in whichever position you feel comfortable for about 20 minutes. And then you look at the light, but you're not actually looking. You're just looking at the light to focus your eyes. And then start experiencing every sensation of the body. Start experiencing your breathing. And slowly, slowly, start asking, okay, so the body is functioning. There is life in the body. What is it? Where is it? Am I the source? So unless you don't experience every sensation of the body, you actually can't consider yourself different. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sister, I can understand.
Awareness. Awareness starts from the present stage, Present stage, as Baba also said, we are in body conscious many times. So from that present stage, that 20 minutes is called the practice of Sakshi Drashta. Of, just being an observer for yourself. What's happening, Let thoughts come. If their thoughts are coming, don't worry. At least you'll come to know that, yes, the intellect is wavering from here to there. So again, you come back to experiencing yourself in the body,
I will practice this today. Thank you, sister.
And another thing is that don't try to see different types of lights,
Yeah.
Once you fix the soul in whichever size you're seeing, just keep it that. Don't change it all the time. Some people then see a big ball, and then sometimes they say, I just saw some sparkle, I saw a star. You can't change all the time.
Yeah, because then energy gets diluted. It gets, very aberrated. And
So
if you focus on, yes, very true.
You have to practice only in one way, the way you feel you are. If you feel you are a big, powerful light, then you see continuously in that way only. If you want to see only a point, then you see constantly in that way only. Don't change.
Okay, sister. Thank
and we
you.
know the location. We know the location also. It's not here, no, at the tip of the
In between
forehead.
the
It's not
eyebrows.
there.
In
It is
between
not
the
between
eyebrows.
the eyebrows also. It is
Near,
behind the eyes. Behind the eyes.
It's at the cross section of the vertical line and the horizontal line passing through the between the center of the eyebrows.
No, the brain is like a snake head,
Yeah.
So when the snake head, the upper portion is there and the lower portion, there is a space between that. Snake head.
Yes.
So there is a space. So the brain is there and then there is a space. So that space is where I am located, behind the eyes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't change the locations also.
Okay, sister. I will practice this today because this is the fundamental. This is the base for which all the
Sakshi Drashta is fundamental to consider yourself as a soul.
Yes. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Okay.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
In the interest of time, before we move on to meditation, Thinaben, there is an announcement for the Sunday session. We have a session that RFI is taking on methods to become divine. but it's going to be doing Murli Manthan of all the 3 Murlis that we read in this week from Monday to Wednesday. So it'll be good if we read those Murlis and attend the session on Sunday. Om Shanti. Over to you, Krina Ben, for meditation.
Okay. So positioning ourselves. Behind our eyes. In our well-lighted personal room. And immediately feeling very safe and secured. Feeling the eternity. Seeing with the divine vision our own light and might as we are the embodiment of all powers from Baba. So now we are seated on that seat of Master Almighty Authority. This has nothing to do with the body. It is me, consciousness. And I have this divine opportunity to reconnect with my Supreme Father, Shri Baba, who is also my Supreme Teacher and my Supreme Sadguru. I continue to spread the vibrations of attainments, spiritual attainments from God. And continuously give the thought, determined thought of sharing wherever I go, wherever I am, to whoever is around me, with no distinction whatsoever. Experience the feelings of love in this divine consciousness. It's not just a pure feeling, it's full of love. It's not just full of power, but it is full of love. Love always soothes you. Keeps you easy. So we come back to a Karma Yogi stage, hoping to have a very experiential day today. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Krina Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. And we all take on this homework of practicing Sakshi Drushta while we're sitting in meditation. See you all tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Thank you.